This is my extremely lowered Volkswagen T4. So far we've slammed it to the ground using Scarface low rider suspension and even raised the engine and gearbox to give it more clearance. It may look like this on the outside, but it is hiding a very dirty little secret. The interior is completely gutted. So let's do something about that. I think it's time for a custom interior build. From a camper conversion to a huge sound system, or maybe even a mixture of both, or even this vintage retro aged look. There are endless possibilities, but before any of that, I've got to get this van ready. This is the state of my T4 at the moment. We got wires hanging down, we got these strips on the floor, we've got I don't know what the hell's going on under here. We've got to build this and get this ready for show season, and we've only got about a month and a half to do it. Oh my god, there's a snail. Right, first things first, rip this carpet up and see what we're working with underneath. What is this? What is this? What is that? Oh my god, is that a metal plate? There is a massive, oh my god, how thick is that? There is a huge thick metal plate right here. What the hell is that? What the hell? Random pieces of wood everywhere. What the hell is going on underneath this floor? There's another metal plate. What is happening? What is this? Okay, I've just pulled the carpet up and there's two massive metal plates bolted to the floor. Like, these are thick steel plates. What the hell? What the hell? What? I do not understand what they're for. I bet they've got some weight in them though. And it's got VW written. What the hell? I'm just as baffled as you are. Why is there big thick metal steel plates bolted to the floor of my van? That's odd. Very odd. Okay, suppose we better get them out. Okay, this is proving to be quite difficult. These metal plates have got bolts that go through the top into the bottom, and they've got plates underneath for bolts. I can't be asked to jack the van up. So I'm just going to drill the heads off, but I'm waiting for my drill to charge now. So I'm trying to get this wooden floor up. So I need to undo these, get this back panel off, and then I can hopefully get the wooden floor up. Right, that should come out now. Let's put these screws somewhere where I will not lose them and then forget where they are and then lose them. You know, standard. How thick that floor is, man. I could go around and undo all the screws that hold this floor down, or I could just use this. There we go. Beast mode. Oh shit, don't want to break that, I need that. This wooden floor under wooden floor. And then a mat. So we've got a rubber mat with what looks like MDF flooring and then a wooden floor on top. They didn't make it easy for me, did they? I've never seen so many bolts holding a railing before. It's every fourth one, pretty much, all the way down, bolted all the way under the van. It's going to take me a bloody ages just to get the floor clean. I should have just put another floor on top of that floor, on top of that floor, on top of that floor. Oh, God's sake. Just like that. Look, it's the original rubber floor is in here, underneath the wooden floor. What the hell? And then you've got this floor. Hopefully that's preserved the floor, but I doubt it. It's probably held moisture in. Just doing my nutting. When I put these bolts in, the bolts are in such a place you can't get to underneath with an angle grinder to cut them off. So I'm having to come through these, but they're like reinforced or something. I'm having to just butcher these heads to try and knock them through. But it's just even these bolts are just destroying my drill bits. So I'm having to go an angle grinder that way and then knock it through. But Jesus Christ, I've not even got one half the bolts in one plate out yet. What the f is going on, man? The hardest part of this build is taking it apart. It's getting these weird plates out. Madness. Right. I'm gonna crack on. I'll jump to you guys when I've got a bit further at least.
A few moments later.
Okay. After a good while. Wow. After a good while. I was drilling out, and even using a scaffold pole to get underneath it and wedge it out. We finally. Oh, Jesus, that's heavy. We finally got the first metal plate out. Wow. Floor looks quite good underneath. Apart from that, is where I actually I've managed to put a punch through my floor by mistake. Wow. Somebody like to tell me why that's necessary. It's quite a weight reduction. This is. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Early the next morning.
Okay, second metal plate is out. Now, these runners, I'm just going to try and butcher these and just see if I can cut the heads off and just pop them up. If I can just break the aluminium off, then I can just go along and cut the heads off the bolts. So that's my plan. We're now under the van. Look how many bolts and straps there are on these runners. It goes all the way and carries onto the back underneath all that. Oh my God. I just got to cut all these heads off. That's ridiculous. If you're like me, you buy a lot of cars and you sell a lot of cars, right? If you're thinking about buying a car, go and check out Vehiclescore, okay? This is it here, right? Go and check out Vehiclescore. On Vehiclescore, you can do HBI checks, you can check previous MOTs, you can check history of a vehicle, you can check the mileage, you can check the specs of a vehicle, right? You just type the reg in and you can find out, like before you buy a car and get stung, you can find out everything pretty much that's gone on in the life of that car. You can find out if it's been crashed. You can find out if the mileage is a proper mileage for it. It chucks up warnings. You can test if it's MOT'd. You can see if it's taxed. You can see all sorts. Previous MOTs, the works, right? If you want to go and check out a vehicle before you buy it, which I really do recommend because I've been stung many times and it's not nice, right? If you want to check out a vehicle's history and all that stuff before you go and buy a vehicle, go and check out Vehiclescore, okay? Trust me, it's a must. You really got to do it because if you don't, you're a mug. Okay, I've cut off pretty much all the heads of these bolts underneath, but these are still proving to be a bastard to get out. I have to use a bolster and a lump hammer underneath it just to slowly lift it, but even so, it just not on to come yet. Wow. And that's just this section. This is proving. I can't wait for this to be out and then I can start customizing, but Jesus Christ, I was hoping to get on and start customizing in this video, but I don't even know if we're going to get there yet. This might just be a stripping video.
1 hour later.
Okay, we're slowly making progress. They're starting to come out. Wow. Okay, floor is finally out. Let's check out the state of this floor. I think there's a little bit of welding needed in some certain places, but not much. Let's see how bad it is. Get the rust check tool. We got over here. It's pretty solid. There was something there. It's pretty solid around it. I just need a little hole there. Needs welding up. That's solid. There's lots of holes where things were bolted. That there I need to sort out. But do you know what? It ain't too bad. I've got a little. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I don't know what the hell that's all about, but we can weld that up. Just here. That needs sorting out. Get that out and sort that out. There's a little bit here. That's nothing. But the rest of it looks pretty good, to be fair. The rest of it actually looks pretty good. A bit of dent here, but underneath it's fine. It's a bit raised here. Underneath it's fine. So yeah, it's literally lots of little holes and just a couple of rust patches here. But other than that, it's looking alright.
3 days later.
If you want something in your T4 or any vehicle that's got a nice flat top dash, that's got CarPlay and all that stuff in it, you need to check this video out, right? Because I've been sent this thing to review. So let's jump into it and see what it's all about, shall we? I have been sent this. Apparently it sits on top of your dash and you can get all the CarPlay goodness and all that stuff from this box. So let's take a look what we're working with in here. Okay, we got this thing here. Must have a stand that comes with it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what we got. Ooh, we got a plate. I'm assuming that plate must go on here. So I'm not going to fit it properly for now. I'm just going to put it on so it can stand up. But this thing clicks onto here and it sits on top of your dash like that. So let me set it up. Okay, I've just plugged it in and it is switched on instantly. Right, okay, we've got some stuff in here. I think what you can do with this thing is, right, you can set it up so it comes, you can set it up so it goes into the back of your stereo, or I think you can just literally plug it in. What is this? Oh, it also comes with a rear mounted camera. Okay. So I think all this thing needs, really, is a power supply. You can set it up so it transmits, and you can find it for a stereo. You can find it for a radio station, or you can do it through Bluetooth, or you can do it through the jack plug onto the stereo here. So, let's look. We got CarPlay. We got Android Auto. You just tap the screen. You've got all this stuff going on. So I want to see if I can set this up quickly and see how it works. But that's not a bad bit of kit. The screen looks pretty good, you know. If you've got a normal stereo like this, you can just have this set on your dash. So we are now connected to Android Auto. I'm not stuck it down. It comes with these pads to stick it down. All right, now connected for Android Auto. You can play music. You can do all sorts through here. We are linked up. I can't film on my phone and play at the same time because maybe my phone is Android Auto and it's linked. But look, you've got buttons for Spotify. I can switch to Spotify on it. I can flick through all these things. This is quite a cool bit of kit. And all I've had to do is stick this to my dash, plug it into a power supply. You can just plug it in, or you can just wire it up. And you know what? You don't even need any other wires. It's literally plug it into a power supply and you link it to Bluetooth to your stereo, and you've got all this Android Auto. You've got your sat nav. You can play stuff. I can't actually play any music right now. It does work. It's coming through the stereo like normal. But it's got all these things. Oh, I can even phone people. Look, I can even go through contacts and phone people while I'm driving. This is a bit of kit onto the map. There we go. Look, Google Maps, and it's quite quick as well. This is a good bit of kit. This is from a company called BINIZE. I think. Hang on, let me find it. Oh, here's the pads. Look, there's a sticky pad. This is from a company called BINIZE. For some reason it's not on the box. But yeah, I will put a link in the description below for this device, right? This is a really cool bit of kit. Look at the back of it there. You just literally plonk it on your dashboard, plug it into a power supply, Bluetooth it to your stereo, Bluetooth it to your phone even. No, sorry, yeah, Bluetooth it to your phone, not stereo. Bluetooth it to your phone, and then it automatically, and then you can just plug it in and it comes through your stereo. But yeah, it's a really cool bit of kit. It's not that big really, and you know, it doesn't look too bad. You can have it wherever you want. You can have it here if you want. You can even put it there and watch it fall off. That's because I've not stuck it down. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a cool little bit of kit. You just stick it there and you've got all your Android stuff going on. That's pretty damn cool. If you want to hardwire it in, you can even have a rear mounted camera that comes with the kit. So go and check this out. It is a cool bit of kit, to be honest. Right, as you can see, the back of the van is still how I left it in the last scene in this video. There's been a problem. 4 months ago, my clutch release bearing was making a hell of a lot of noise on this van, okay? I took it to a local garage of mine, paid quite a bit of money, almost 750 quid, to have a new clutch and release bearing fitted. Everything was good. It's been right for 4 months. Suddenly, my release bearing is making a hell of a lot of noise again. More noise than it actually did originally. So luckily, it is on parts and labour warranty, so hopefully they will honour that, and I've got it booked in next Monday to get the clutch sorted again. Well, the release bearing anyway. So I'm going to call the video there. There's no point me carrying on with this vehicle right now, but we've got some cool stuff coming for the GTI next weekend. I'll be doing full poly bushes front and back. I'm gonna have to drop the rear axle to poly bush the rear end, and yeah, so it's going to be a technical one next weekend, poly bushing. But don't forget to go check out my merch, people. We have merch. We've got merch right here. Go and check these out, these designs here. Go and check them out in my shop. Be a link in the description below of my shop, and there'll also be a link at the top of my YouTube page as well, so go check that out. Yes, so cheers for watching, people. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. See you in the next one.